Welcome to Madden NFL 25 and Detroit Lions franchise. For the final time this season, we are, for the second straight year, trying to win a Super Bowl. Trying to go back-to-back here today. The route is much tougher this time around. If you remember, a year ago, we got matched up, oddly enough, with the 2023 Las Vegas Raiders, who didn't even sniff the playoffs, and they did make the playoffs this year again, even when they didn't sniff the playoffs. They were one of the worst teams in the NFL, and only lost to the Chiefs by 2 points. However, the Chiefs are not our opponent either. It is indeed the Cincinnati Bengals who took down the Chiefs on the road as the 6th seed to advance to the Super Bowl. So, oh boy. I mean, this is literally the house-divided Super Bowl if it were ever to happen. Me being a Lions fan, Austin being a Bengals fan, we shall see. And I mean, this year isn't necessarily, I don't think, like a year ago. Now, we haven't really gotten into much trouble here in the playoffs. We killed the Rams. The game with the Eagles wasn't really ever as close as the score might have let you guys think. But we've essentially cruised. But it is Cincinnati. And Cincinnati, I think, is a team that's a lot like Philadelphia with a slightly worse defense. But they just have skill position players everywhere. They've got great wide receivers, kind of a rejuvenated running game. We'll see how much they use it here today. And actually, before we get out to the game, we are going to take a look and see just how healthy of a Cincinnati Bengals team we're going to be seeing today. All right, so we've got 98 overall Joe Burrow to deal with. That's a little scary, but I suppose it could be Patrick Mahomes. Zach Moss, Khalil Herbert, and Chase Brown is actually RB3 on this team. So the running game might not be as much of a factor as I would have thought. Khalil Herbert, of course, the midseason trade. That one's interesting. Ben Mason at fullback. But here we go with wide receiver. These top two, you're not going to find much better. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins could absolutely eat us alive. And they have Hunter Renfrow. I'm not really sure if Hunter Renfrow played for the Bengals this season. What world did that happen? Anyway, to the tight ends, they got a couple solid guys. Mike Gesicki, just a pro at this point, kind of bounced around. Eric All Jr.? Huh. Eric All played at Michigan for a second. The offensive line is kind of always been a little bit of an issue for the Cincinnati Bengals. They do have Trent Brown, but outside of that, there's not going to be a lot to protect Joe Burrow here in this game. So it might be a crazy one for Aiden Hutchinson and even Zadarius Smith for that matter. Sam Hubbard, playable on that side. Trey Hendrickson, he's a stud. Could certainly see him wreaking a little bit of havoc, even though we do obviously win the offensive line battle. Ours is so much better. Defensive tackle, Chris Jenkins, because this team cannot stop taking Michigan players. I swear they draft one every year. As well as B.J. Hill at NC State. Julian Okwara. Was this a thing too? I clearly didn't pay a lot of attention to the Bengals because they didn't have a great season, but good lord. Jermaine Pratt at middle linebacker. Is that Joe Bocci? Yes, it is. Logan Wilson. Pretty good outside linebacker. You know, you don't really see a whole lot of high-rated outside linebackers in the game, so 85 overall is quite good. Mike Hilton, Cam Taylor-Britt, Dax Hill, and DJ Turner, 2 Michigan corners on this team. They don't scare you in any specific way, at least right there. Geno Stone and Jordan Battle at safety. And we probably are going to see a little bit of Von Bell in this game, I would imagine, as well. Evan McPherson, who could not miss a kick in the playoffs a couple years ago to save his life on their run to the Super Bowl. They are hoping, of course, that he can get back to that. We'll see what he does in game today. And Austin McNamara is listed as the punter. They do not have very good punters. Another Michigan player, Brad Robbins, they drafted 2 years ago, got hurt at some point this season. But I didn't really see any injuries. That I know about. I'm going to check the injury report just in case it didn't actually pop up. And head on over to the Bengals. Oh, they are. So they're out without. Oh. So Jermaine Pratt's on IR, but no longer injured. I'm not sure if he's not eligible to play in this game or what it is. Another Michigan player, Chris Evans. He's out 3 more weeks. Dante Smith and Cam Sample is out as well. Very, very interesting on that front. So nothing too major for Cincinnati injury-wise heading into Super Bowl 59. But I mean it's really going to come down to those skill position players. If we can lock down either Chase or Higgins, you feel a lot better. If they're both having crazy games, we're going to be in for a world of hurt here today and be denied our 2nd straight Super Bowl title in Lions franchise. But that's all we got left. One last game in the season. So let's head out to New Orleans and get this one started.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
When you think about the classic venues to host the NFL's ultimate game, this one's right up near the top of the list. The Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. We are minutes away from Super Bowl 59, and we've got a tremendous matchup in store. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season.
Super Bowl 59 is underway, and we are getting the ball first. Khalif Raymond from about 3 yards away from his own goal line and up to the 31, where the Lions will start out. What a season it's been. Number 1 seed yet again. 15-2 on the season, going up against a Cincinnati Bengals team that made the playoffs at 9-8 as the 6th seed. However, 2-week layoff, you never know what can happen in those 2 weeks. We haven't really played, I think we played 1 game of Madden since then. Will there be a little bit of rust on our end? I guess we'll see. Try and keep the ball on the ground here in the early stages. Montgomery for 3 yards up to the 34. Here in video game land, you can't really buy into the Super Bowl logo prediction or curse or whatever you want to call it. It's red, yellow, and green. None of those teams wear those colors here. Jamison Williams over the middle. Pretty tight coverage, but able to get it to him. 3 yards shy, and that was Cam Taylor-Britt all over J-Mo. Perhaps a little bit of a stupid play here early, but we're going to bring Tim Patrick across on a drag 2 in case Williams doesn't open up. And Tim could be open, and Tim Patrick is open. For the first down, brought down by Dax Hill at the 43. What an addition Tim Patrick was to the Lions this season. Hasn't really helped us out all that much here in franchise. IRL, he was great. Hopefully he's back next year. Yeah, 3 and out would have been indeed quite the bad start. Now Montgomery on the ground, got some good blocks and a good run of 8 yards right to midfield for Monty. Geno Stone on the stop. Sending some pressure in here. It's a Super Bowl. I don't know if this is the right time to take a little bit of a risk here, but we're going to try. Blitz was picked up. Goff is getting chased down here, but he actually scrambles for the first down. Not a lot of speed coming after Goff there. And that did not play out the way I wanted to at all. I wanted to hit one of those drags, preferably on that right side where the safety blitz was coming from. Never happened, but Jared Goff picking up the first down with the legs. Montgomery, though, nada. They're on first down. It'll be second down from the 44.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Not very often we see Jared Goff in the scramble game, but it worked out for us there. They've got, oh, good Lord. Well, we're going to go down. The ball is on the ground, and the Bengals pick it up. I didn't like any of the three reads that I had there. I wanted Amon-Ra on the out. That was covered up. Wanted to go. Hardly even looked at it. Tim Patrick's blanketed. They had somebody over the top of Montgomery. And Jared Goff hardly got hit before he put that ball on the turf.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid.
Second Super Bowl appearance for Joe Burrow. It's actually the second Super Bowl appearance for both quarterbacks if you don't count what happened in Lions franchise a year ago. IRL would be his second. How do we handle that? Burrow back to throw. Gonna dump that off. I think that's Mike Gesicki. It is for a gain of 3 yards to the 49. Not the start you wanted if you're the Lions. No points and putting the ball in the hands of a very talented offense. And that's a deep one. Oh, what a goofy catch for Jamar Chase. Down to the 23-yard line. Well, the vibes in the room, if you will, right now, don't give me a lot of hope for this one. He was just running. It looked like a corner out there, and then all of a sudden he stopped midair. Burrow back to throw again. They've got Gesicki again, bouncing off a couple tackles and picking up damn near 10 yards to the 13-yard line. Stopping them would be ideal, yes. I would like to do that. 3 tight ends to the right side. It's play action. Burrow throws, and that is off the hands. I'm not really sure who that is. It certainly doesn't look like Eric All, and it's not Mike Gesicki, so I don't know who that could have been. Third down and inches from the 13. And play action. Down goes Joe Burrow. Back at the 23-yard line, Hutchinson and Barnes. We will take that. Fumble at midfield, and only 3 points are going to come out of that. I mean, I think that was Chase Brown in the game. They're trying to block. Maybe it was Moss. I'm not really sure. Had to pick one of Barnes or Hutchinson to block, and he chose neither. Evan McPherson for 3. Yeah, you knew he was going to make that. It's up and good, and the Bengals have the first points of Super Bowl 59.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner.
We've got to take that as just a massive win. They had second down and inches. Here is Jahmyr Gibbs to the outside, tried to cut it upfield, and the punter was actually in on that tackle.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They trail early on in this Super
But up to the
Bowl
33-yard line, it's a solid return, and just got to be a little bit safer with the ball, even though there's not really much I could have done to avoid the fumble there on that first drive. Montgomery is going to try and power through. Actually did. Picked up 5 yards to the 38. This is not NCAA, and this is our second championship game in an EA football game this year. And if you remember how the national championship game went with Michigan, well, we didn't win that. So we're at risk, potentially, of not bringing home any championships this season. Goff looking to throw. Again, the ball is on the ground. Jared Goff has fumbled twice. It was picked up by Penei Sewell. He got crushed off the edge, Goff did, by B.J. Hill.
It's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but
third down and 15.
Play like that occurs, you know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his
Yeah, unfortunately, those linebackers are doing a good job right now, just kind of staying home. Not so much here on this one. To Tim Patrick. He hangs on a yard short. Logan Wilson with a massive hit on Tim Patrick. If they come out in a four-man front, we're going for this. If they come out in anything else, all right, yeah, we'll burn the timeout. Not worth it this early. Not down 3-0.
Before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
Defense did a good job once we kind of figured some stuff out on that first drive, so we're going to trust the D. Jack Fox, good boot. It's going to be fair caught at the 12-yard line. Interesting decision there on that. I certainly would have thought he would have let that bounce. I guess I don't know where the threshold is where the AI would actually consider doing that. Lions defense back out. Wait, oh no. I'm on the safety for whatever reason. Hutchinson was in coverage there on that play, and we could have been in some massive trouble, leaving a running back open in the flat. I don't know how I got switched to the safety, but I'm not really going to complain because it worked out in the end. A 2-yard gain to the 14-yard line. Now Burrow out wide. Clearly, he's got a favorite target early on, Mike Gesicki. That is at least his 3rd catch. And that'll leave 3rd and 4. Big chance here for the Lions defense. Burrow looking to throw, dumps it off, and he finds T. Higgins. Actually had a clean pocket for once. In this offensive line right now, you got to say, despite allowing a sack early, has really played well.
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up.
Hutchinson has not been a factor yet in this game, but that kind of goes with how the playoffs have gone all run long. As there's a catch for Jamar Chase. Got damn near 10 yards on the play. Under 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. And right now it is all Joe Burrow. They'll motion Gesicki. And they go to Gesicki, and he hangs on. He got popped by Kirby Joseph, too. Gesicki with a first down to the 47. Bengals threatening midfield. Burrow back to throw. Doesn't have anybody. Now he does. He's got a wide open Jamar Chase all the way down to the 15, and that is over 100 passing yards in this first quarter for Joe Burrow. Most of it on that play. Gotta wonder what happened there with Terrion Arnold and Brian Branch. I don't know if they ran into each other or they both got fooled or what it was, but something didn't go right. Za'Darius Smith was across the line, got back. And there's Hutchinson. First run of the day for Zach Moss is the first time that Hutchinson finally got past whoever they got at left tackle. That might be Trent Brown over there. It certainly looks like Trent Brown. Second down and 12. Now Moss will motion out wide. I don't really love where that's going. He's got a linebacker on him, and Anzalone, the CPU, actually played pretty good coverage there on that. We were able to get over there, switch over there, swat that away. It's 3rd down and 12. First down is marked inside the 5. Burrow to throw, knocked away again. Looking for Hunter Renfrow that time, and the rookie Ennis Rakestraw in his last game as a rookie. We'll swat it away. It'll be another Evan McPherson field goal attempt. With the way we played this first quarter, gotta be content right now with being down 6-0. It could be so much worse.
So field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old.
So it's McPherson kicking off. Raymond from the 3-yard line. And here comes Khalif dancing around. Didn't quite make the 30, but that's fine. Gotta try and find something. Find something to build on heading into quarter number 2. Hopefully maybe get Goff in a rhythm. See if somebody's just going to get open on a little bit more of a regular basis. We're just going to dump that off. And how about Brock Wright? Look at Brock Wright for the first down. Up to the 42. Take what the defense is going to give you. And they gave us that right there. They were all worried about Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Not so much about Big 89. And Montgomery tried to dance around. Good tackle from behind by B.J. Hill. Yet again, his second real nice play of this opening quarter. No blitz here on this play. Gonna dump that off to Montgomery, and it's off his hands. He kind of got touched, I think, by Wilson there on the play. Which, I mean, historically, Madden does not like when that happens. And that just bounced right off Monty's hands. 3rd and 10, blitz coming. Montgomery's out there, and he picked up some blocks. Montgomery gonna dance around. He's got the first down to the 45. That's a big 3rd down conversion right when you start to think that we're kind of starting to get something moving. Didn't have any lack of faith there in Montgomery, that's for sure. It's been great for us all year. We will incorporate Jahmyr Gibbs into the game, certainly a whole lot more in the second quarter. We've really kind of done that all playoff long, kind of held him out in the early going of the game. Now Montgomery split out wide. Just going to go to that quick slant. St. Brown, he'll hang on. And you know what? We don't have to snap this ball before the end of the quarter. I don't think we're gonna. Lions are on the move. Down 6-0 in Super Bowl 59, but at the very least got to come away with 3 points here. No doubt about that, so we can't do anything stupid, but we'll incorporate Jahmyr Gibbs more here in this second quarter. Second quarter begins. Lions have a 2nd down and 2, and Jahmyr Gibbs has entered the game for the first time today. Got some good blocks and sprung out wide. First down, Detroit. That's great to see. Great to see. Now Gibbs is the back yet again. 2 Goffs left. And here's Jahmyr again. And look at all the blocks. Jahmyr Gibbs dancing around to the outside and down to the 16. 2 carries, 21 yards. Safe to say, Ja has made an impact. Oh, yeah. I love those plays when all those receivers just go downfield. Fools the entire defense sometimes. It's great. A little bit of a delayed blitz. We're going to find Sam Laporta here on the play. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Sam Laporta. And the Lions are an extra point away from a lead here.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get quickly to his
we've only missed 3 PATs on the year. It'd certainly be a bad time for number 4. And with the amount of touchdowns that we scored, 3 really isn't even that much. Perfect on the meter, Jake Bates. We'll put it up, and it is good. 7-6 Detroit.
Drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Certainly can. Jack Fox to send it away. do need to force a turnover, force a punt, force something here from this Bengals team. Can't let them just chip shot field goals all day long. Gonna have to figure out a way to stop that. But it has been all Joe Burrow. I want to say Zach Moss has ran the ball once for negative yards. Burrow. Play action. He'll throw. He's got a wide open chase again. Spinning out of one tackle, and one play later, the Bengals are in Lions territory to the 45.
They've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. So in the second quarter,
it certainly has, and it looked like the same problem yet again. Kirby Joseph had to really make up for a mistake from Arnold and Branch. They're both in the vicinity there for that play. Neither one of them were able to really do much. That one Why would I know I didn't get to use her that player? I guess it was Alex Anzalone. Why didn't he just pick that off? Where was that going? Empty backfield for Burrow on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Burrow back, looking to throw, finds a man. Mike Gesicki, catch number 5, but he only gets 2 yards. Wasn't the greatest throw there from Burrow, as Gesicki had to leave his feet and momentum took him out of bounds.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
A potentially big 3rd down and 8. Burrow to throw into coverage, and Branch with the pass break up on Gesicki. Or was that Carlton Davis? It's Carlton Davis celebrating. 32-23, easy to confuse. And Cincinnati will punt down a point.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Toward the sideline. It's not the greatest punt in the world. Out of bounds at the 21. We know Cincinnati does not have a great punter. 69 overall.
Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was.
So here we go. Empty backfield. I do not love this, but if we get some pass protection, we're going to have to give this a go. Looking for J-Mo, but it's out of bounds.
Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
It was certainly there if we could have hit the throw, but Goff a little bit under pressure there on that one. Here's Jameer. Tried to cut it back, didn't work. Only a 2-yard gain, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut the running play on
Butterfingers and Noodle Arm is not exactly what we want to see out of our quarterback in the Super Bowl. Not exactly it. To throw, Laporta. He's going to get the 1st down. What a nice start for Sam Laporta. A couple big catches. That one on 3rd down to extend the drive. I'm not really sure why I can't get play art here on this. Gonna have to throw it. It's incomplete for Brock Wright. I have no idea what was going on there. That whole play felt broken. Cincinnati was sending pressure. I just wanted to get rid of it. I couldn't take a look at the secondary routes there, so figured I'd try and dump it off to somebody that might be able to make a play. Here's Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle. Tried to juke around, but no. To the 47-yard line, and another Lions 1st down.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open
Jahmyr
field.
Gibbs, since entering this game, has just been electric. Not on that one. Great play. Sam Hubbard drops Gibbs in the backfield for a loss of 3. Has nothing to do with Jahmyr Gibbs on the play, lack of blocking, or just a really nice play from Sam Hubbard. A rare 2nd and long screen. We're going to get that out to Ja. Looking for the blocks, trying to cut it back, and he's got the 1st down. Gain of 13. And into Bengals territory, looking for more. Approaching the halfway point of quarter number 2. Gibbs again. And I just got stuck. Well, we'll give another impact play here in Super Bowl 59 to B.J. Hill. I still have no idea why Montgomery's over there running that route. Just going to throw this dump off here. Tim Patrick dives for the first down. He's got it. To the 31-yard line. This second quarter, this Lions offense is moving. Montgomery back in the game. And he's got a block from Glasgow. Montgomery inside the 20, still going to the 14. Just kept powering through hits. David Montgomery at the end of the day. It's angry runs. We've seen it all season. The 14-yard line. Gibbs back in the game. We got a block from Glasgow as Bengals defenders looked like they wanted to double team Shaw there on the tackle. Yeah, you already outweigh him, just one of you. You don't need two. Second down and 8. Here's Gibbs again. Didn't really get the blocks. Juked right in to a big hit from Joe Bocci. And it's 3rd down and 5.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far.
3 for 4 on 3rd down. Can we make it happen again? Tim Patrick open on the play. Touchdown. Detroit Lions. And how about a Tim Patrick Super Bowl touchdown? Guy hadn't scored a touchdown prior to this season in about 2 seasons. Really hadn't played. Now Tim Patrick is in the end zone in Super Bowl 59. TD1 was Sam Laporta.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Jake Bates to put it up and good. I should have done that. I should have done that. Who's going to score the first touchdown? That's a prediction.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
That is a real important 8-point lead for Detroit now. And on the return, they will not even really get close to the 30. Not a great return at all, but I'll tell you what is great. This game that Jamar Chase is having, 4 catches. He's already over 100 yards. Safe to say Gesicki has been Burrow's best friend, but Jamar Chase a close second as there's Mike Gesicki again, breaking out of 2 tackles, now 3, and out of bounds at the 39. He even stiff-armed Hutch on that play. To the 39-yard line, split backfield for Cincinnati. Burrow again, looking to run, down he goes, and it's Alex Anzalone on the sack. Back to the 31, a loss of 8 yards. Big play for the offense, big play for the defense.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go.
All right, some motion on the play. Everyone's got a man. I'm not terribly worried about that. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Burrow gonna launch deep, and he got hit as he fired, and it's off the hands. Kirby Joseph with a chance to pick that ball off, but the intended receiver actually did a great job coming back for that ball. Otherwise, Kirby's just playing center, and he's taking that back the other way. Burrow to throw. Gonna roam around again, and what a throw from Joe Burrow. First down, Jamar Chase to the 35. Za'Darius Smith kind of got hung up. Hutchinson had forced Burrow out that way anyway, and then I thought Za'Darius was going to catch him, but Not the case. And they got some backups in, it appears, on the defensive line. Hutchinson out for a play. We got Josh Paschal in there. Burrow dumps it off, and Gesicki picks up 7. There is a world right here where the Bengals have the ball for the remainder of this half. Oh, wow. Interesting play call there. They went on the wide receiver screen to Jamar Chase. That was read outstandingly well by Carlton Davis, and now 3rd and 4. From the 29, Burrow back to throw. They got the first down. We are getting Mike Gesicki to death. That's got to be his 8th catch of this game. Burrow back to throw again. No, pick it off, man. I was actually able to switch to Terrion that time. We played the ball, but not the way we wanted to. 2nd and 10 from the 22. Burrow again. That is dropped by Chase in the end zone. I believe Terrion Arnold in coverage. Thank you for the sub, Ash. 13 months. We've actually got a good one on our hands. Burrow dropping back. Has a man. Nice tackle, Jack Campbell. It's 4th down. What's the move for the Bengals? They're going to go for it. Down by 8. 2-minute warning has been reached here in this first half. And they're still going to go for it. 4th down and 3. They pitch it. Hutchinson's out there. Big play for the Lions defense. And the Bengals are turned away from the end zone again. Unreal.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory.
I don't think that them going for it is a bad call.
It didn't work here.
That's Zach Moss's, I want to say, 2nd run of the whole game.
Back to throw.
They've got some good coverage again. We're going to scramble with Goff. I tried to slide mercifully.
They made a nice effort to stick with the pass for that play, but it's going to take more.
I can't laugh. If I do, nothing good's going to happen. It is funny, though, kind of. I guess. Is it really a joke, or is it just a phrase? I don't know. Need to hurry. Brock Wright open on the play. Big gain for Brock Wright up to the 45. Timeout Lions. And one way or another, we've got to make Cincinnati pay for that. Because right now, I mean, there's a chance that going for it there might not hurt them that bad. They get the ball to start the second half, so there is that. Got to play this smart. Oh, boy. Laporta did get free enough in the end to get his hands on it. That's going to be 2nd down. That's a ball we're lucky to get back. 2 Lions turnovers, but 0 interceptions. Both fumbles by Jared Goff. 2nd down. Goff going to loop it. Swat it away again. Mike Hilton. I'm not sure. I mean, I will laugh, but
now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Voice is probably going to be hanging on for dear life by the end of this one. 3rd and 10. Not going to do something too stupid here. Montgomery's wide open. Can he get to the sticks? Yes, he can, but we are only left with 1 timeout, so we do have to go kind of quick here. St. Brown open on the play. Look at all the room to run for Amon-Ra St. Brown down to the 14. And we'll take a timeout with 35 seconds left.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Still a chance for this to go wrong,
So how about this for
unfortunately.
After the big play inside the 15 now as they come up
Just
on
can't
first
let
and
it.
10. Now
Probably got to try and throw this to the end zone. No, Goff's going to go down.
able to get away, safe back at the
Some pressure just really out of nowhere. We've only got 8 seconds. We got to snap this ball.
The final shot before break here.
Throw it to the sideline. We need points.
Just gonna get rid of it.
1 second left on the clock. That could have been catastrophic.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long.
To make it an 11-point game,
And he's got to throw it
Jake
away.
Bates
And his
will
kick
indeed
is
make it
right
17-6 Lions at halftime of Super Bowl 59.
So we've come for 3.
Second half of the Super Bowl
These
begins
two
now.
teams
Jack
sat through a
Fox,
longer than usual 30-minute wait.
kick it off.
Back in action here in this Super
We have
Bowl.
held the Bengals out of the end zone for a half. Big hit there. Oh, my God.
Quick in as he is belted at the end of that one.
Dick coached, I believe he was coach of the year with the Bears early 2000s. He also played and coached for the Lions at one point.
Long halftime, maybe it did him a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup.
So, yes, indeed, rest in peace to Dick. There's a deep one, and, oh, nearly intercepted. Carlton Davis had hands on it.
That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind
And Jamar Chase never did. That was another great opportunity to take the ball away from Cincinnati. Again, they threw it right to Brian Branch.
Of the ball game. Had his sights on it.
That is about 4 would-be interceptions, and the Lions have come away with none.
the scoreboard and where we are in this game.
Cincinnati winning the turnover battle 2-0.
Throw it to the
Burrow to throw to the curl. Higgins, he ran backwards, and they won't give him the first down.
They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball
He got tripped up on the play, regained
Completion good for 6
stability there on that,
yards. Fourth down. The Bengals bring out their
and the forward progress was negated. It's 4th down, and McNamara on the punt. Raymond, I wanted to call for a late fair catch, but I guess we're going to get a couple yards there on the play.
45, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense and Jared Goff
Oh,
set to take
yeah.
over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental
Well,
in getting his
just
guys
hope the
lead.
turnover bug doesn't find us again, because we ain't forcing them today. None at all. That's just been...
The Lions
It's really been
offense
brutal
ready to
since
kick
the
off
slider
next
change,
drive.
but the amount of drop picks, it makes sense, because otherwise interception numbers just are absolutely crazy. I mean, we still had crazy interception numbers this year. Terry and Arnold led the team with 9.
Drive
Jameer
starts
Gibbs,
with
straight up the gut, gets 6.
a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 30.
Their punter is indeed ass. Both punters on their roster are, but Brad Robbins still on IR.
bam, boom, biff. That's how they
Kind of
feel
take
good.
control of this game, take control of the clock a little bit. Gibbs, no idea what happened there, but it's 3rd down and 2.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far.
Oh, I think it's safe to say it's been Ja's night. If anybody in the running game,
Exactly played to your
it has been
advantage.
Jameer
It's
Gibbs.
been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up.
3rd down and 2
Defensively, that was the same
from our
case on
own
that
33. They back off. We're going to try and scramble with Goff. Throw it downfield, and J-Mo!
He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
What happened?
Contain and get outside.
It may have been a little bit behind him, but we've got to go take another look at that. That still looked like it was certainly catchable, yes? Right through the... I mean, he's got his hands there. It's just right through the hands. It hit Sam Laporta in the foot.
Because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks
Well, believe it or not, this is the first punt.
play downfield. They
Actually, no, it's not. Our second punt of the
In this
day.
case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Fair catch call.
Or fair caught at the 21-yard line.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
I'll give the Bengals a little bit of life then. Still a long way to go in this one. Still a pretty tight game. It's a run for Burrow. Ball! Picked up by Cincinnati. I could see that getting reviewed. That felt like a very late fumble. It will not. Goes down as a sack fumble and a 1-yard loss. And now, who did it? Za'Darius Smith just gave him 5 free. I don't know what it is with Za'Darius, but that's the second time in this game he's jumped. We've seen it since he's been here. Oh.
That's just an unforced error. Stay alert.
Not even usering him. That's what drives me the most insane about that. There's nothing I can do about that except user Za'Darius Smith all game long. Zach Moss will go backwards again. I'm going to be really interested to see Zach Moss's rushing yards at the end of this game because it's been bad. Hutchinson's got his X factor. 3rd down and 7 from the 24-yard line. Burrow. The look and caught again, Mike Gesicki. Oh my goodness. We had tight coverage. I went for the pick and wasn't able to get it. I don't know what Carlton thinks he's going to do doing this, but
perhaps that can give him a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Unreal. Certainly would have liked that stop. 1st down from the 46-yard line. Burrow back to throw. He's got Gesicki again. Oh my God. Mike Gesicki has taken over the Super Bowl. And Burrow's got his X factor now. Burrow. Oh, I thought they were going to set up a screen. No, they find Hunter Renfrow for a gain of 9 yards. The Bengals have been down here on 2 other occasions and have still not put points on the board. Out route. Renfrow somehow got out of that. 1st down to the 17. Had him by the ankle. He just popped up in the air, continued going. And this defensive line is feeling it right now. They're quite gassed. Hutchinson pushed around by Trent Brown. Burrow, end zone, knocked away the 2nd. Pass deflection for Ennis Rakestraw. Big play. 9:06 to go in the 3rd. Burrow again. Handled, caught. T. Higgins to the 6. 1st and goal for the first time today for Cincinnati. They bring Zach Moss in at the 6-yard line to the left of Burrow. Joe back to throw, looking end zone, and guess who? Mike Gesicki. On what's gotta be at least double-digit catches by now for number 88. I have not been bullied by just one player since the Vikings game last year when Justin Jefferson had like 21 catches on me.
That's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between
the Bengals will go for 2. Will they run it? No. Burrow back to throw. Scrambling around. He's got a man. It's T. Higgins again. And this is a 3-point game.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out.
Well, we wanted a game. We haven't really gotten one on this playoff run. We blew out the Rams. We talked about it before this game. The Eagles game was never really as close as it appeared. Last year, we beat the goddamn Las Vegas Raiders in this Super Bowl.
after the touchdown.
About time we had to earn one. Raymond on the return. And Khalif taken down at the 25-yard line. Nice play. 10 carries, 47 yards. 4.7 yards a carry. That's not bad at all. But the commentary's kind of shitting on Jameer. I put him into the game a little bit sooner than we had in each of the 2 previous playoff games, but Super Bowl, man. Workload be damned. Gibbs dancing around, still dancing. Got 5.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2.
I know. I'm going to have to, like, purposely, like, man up with Mike Gesicki on defense, aren't I? If it continues like this. Here's Gibbs again. There's a big hole again and a first down to the 39.
On 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little
Ja's been outstanding. That's not a surprise. Offensive Player of the Year here in this franchise mode.
And making it work.
In motion goes Patrick.
Patrick motions.
There's Goff.
St. Brown open on the play. Oh, we actually could have gotten up and run on that, or at least kept running. I knew it was going to be a tight window in there. It is a first down and a catch for the Sun God.
Drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Just wanted to make sure we were going to be able to hang on to that one. No regrets. We're across midfield. Looking to make this a 2-score game yet again. Here is Ja. Gibbs again. Getting a great block downfield from Jamison Williams, and Jameer Gibbs just bounced off about 3 Cincinnati defenders. Bounced off that one, spun out of another. Great job by J-Mo taking care of Jordan Battle. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, Jameer's been terrible, right? To throw, we're in big trouble. Goff's going down. Trey Hendrickson. Matter of time until he got involved, and involved he was. Completely beat Penei Sewell on that play. When's the last time we said something like that? Open over the middle, that's St. Brown. Third and much more manageable after a gain of 13 yards. Third down and 6. From the 18-yard line. And pretty safe. Laporta, he hung on. It's 4th and inches. And I think once again we flirt with going for it on 4th down. We didn't do it earlier. Wound up being a smart call. Let's see what the Bengals come out in. Oh, God. I mean, essentially a little bit of goal line, but it's only really a 5-man front. We got the tight end Shane Zylstra in at fullback, and he's got it. First down on tight end dive. Had to make a decision on if we were going to go for it or not. And that could be huge indeed. At the very least, time is going to come off the clock. Here's Monty. Tried to kind of split in between 2 defenders, and, well, we didn't split in between anybody. It's a 2-yard pickup. Leaves 2nd down and 8. I do not love this play very much at all, but we're going to see what can work. Goff just going to scramble. We actually got close to the first down on that. We're able to slide down. Leaves 3rd and 1 from the 2. And look at how the Bengals have come out defensively. They got 3 players on 2 guys. And now Gibbs is going to, I mean, essentially walk in for the touchdown. Bizarre calls defensively, Cincinnati. And Jahmyr Gibbs will have the Lions an extra point away from a 10-point lead.
And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming.
Bates for the PAT. I still feel so bad. We really should have had best kicker locked up with Jake Bates. And then what went wrong? I missed the stupid extra point. In fact, I think I missed 2 kind of down the stretch. And then I went for like a 65-yard field goal that was no good. And that's where he started to slide.
Here are the Lions now as they line up.
Jack Fox boots it away. Oh, that we have. No one ever said the Madden AI was smart. Aaron Rodgers scrambling for a first down on a Hail Mary. First down! Hey, Aaron, the game's over.
Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out. But
that one's always going to stick with me. When I think of Madden 25, I feel like that's going to be one of the plays. Or will there be another play? It happens in the next 17 minutes a game. Burrow, the X Factor's still going. He drops that off to T. Higgins. That's 300 yards passing for Joe Burrow. And the way this game is headed, he will certainly pass over 400. Here is Zach Moss. And for the first time today, never mind. He had yards. He should have had yards. And instead, no. Change in the play. They actually motioned Gesicki to the backfield. They do not put it in the hands of Gesicki. Big hit by Rakestraw, but it's a Bengals first down.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Final minute of quarter number 3, Super Bowl 59. Lions up 24-14.
It's critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Could be the final play of the quarter. Moss. Oh my goodness, Zach Moss has yards. I don't know if he's got yards for the game, but that is his first positive carry of this Super Bowl. They've got time if they want it. They should snap this ball, but they do not. Lions up 10, a quarter away from winning back-to-back Super Bowls in Lions franchise. Well, quarter number 4 begins. It's a 2-score game, with Cincinnati moving the ball. It's 2nd and 5 from their own 43. Burrow back to throw. He's got Chase again, hauled down by Terrion Arnold, who despite Chase's yards, I feel like has done a pretty decent job. The real big plays, I don't really know what's happened, but there's got to be something in the closeness and proximity to both Arnold and Branch on those plays. I don't know if they're running into each other or what it is. But that's happened twice now in this game, and that's been most of Chase's yards. Burrow dumps it off, and off the hands, I do believe, of Gesicki. Defended well by Derek Barnes.
And you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd down and 10. Burrow over the middle. He's got T. Higgins again. First down to the 23. I'll tell you who else has done a really great job in this game is Ennis Rakestraw. 2 big pass deflections in this game. But right now, Joe Burrow is just almost unstoppable. Thrown over the middle. He's got Hunter Renfrow. 350 passing yards for Joe Burrow. Only the 1 touchdown. Bizarre game for the Cincinnati Bengals. Honestly, quite reminiscent of the IRL Bengals. Into traffic. That is somehow caught by Jamar Chase. 2 Lions defenders on either side. And Jamar hauled that in. 2nd down and 2 from the 3-yard line. We sent a blitz out wide. That's a touchdown for Hunter Renfrow, who I'm not even certain was ever a Bengal. Feels like a good time to look that up.
They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense.
He was not.
Because they're going to need to find some
He was a
way
free agent pickup in this franchise. Now he's scoring touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
It is a 3-point game. That drive just tells you all you need to know. These Bengals are not going to go away, which makes this drive upcoming right here a very important one for us. Ball will be in the hands of Jahmyr Gibbs on the kickoff return, and Gibbs out wide, trying to outrun fucking 52. Get up to the 35. It's a solid return, but just faster than that. I don't know what went wrong there.
And the tension ratcheting up all around.
Total yards relatively even. Passing yards not so much. Heavily in favor of the Cincinnati Bengals. And here's Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs might just have one sprung with a move past the 50. And that's a 100-yard game for Ja.
6 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
In under 20 carries, and what a move right there.
They know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great
Juke move came at the 40. He got up to the 45.
as they try to ice this game away.
I mean, he had guys on his back when the move was made, too. David Montgomery will enter the game. Under 12 minutes to go. And here's Monty. Hole for Montgomery and 9 yards. A Bengals defense that actually ranked fairly well in the sim throughout the season. The 5th best defense. Certainly has not been the case here today. Now, granted, we have scored a lot more points on opponents this year. There is that. Got to look for Sam Laporta, and some late pressure got in there. Didn't see it. And that's incomplete. That'll still leave 3rd and 1. You got to believe that we're going to be able to get this. And if not, it is inside field goal range. But that's definitely not what we want here. Blown up on the left side. It's 4th and inches. Oh, no. Oh, I certainly thought Shaw had it. Oh, what a play, though. Gap was there, filled up. I mean, of course we're going to take a look at it before we have to kick a 52-yard field goal. I mean, the sticks are just kind of right at the 36. I mean, it's kind of tough to see where the ball is. I mean, that, to me, we know the stick is right there. They do actually have him on the correct side here. I haven't seen a knee down yet. I mean, to me, that ball is at the 35 and a half. I really do think that this is worth a challenge. It could have gotten reviewed anyway. I think this is worth it.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough.
If forward progress is given, I mean, looking at that, we should have it.
Fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football, that's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
They have not agreed with us.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that
oh my!
Not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Potential big moment in this game, not so much, because the Bengals came out with a 4-man front on a QB sneak. Bold call, Cincinnati. Winds up not mattering. And here's Gibbs on the run. Ja, spin to the outside, fighting for 8 yards to the 25-yard line.
Second and 2.
No clue what the plan was defensively for Cincinnati there. Here's Ja going backwards. Cincinnati sends some pressure. Now, a much easier field goal from here. It's not what I want to settle for. But if we aren't able to complete this pass here, certainly take the points. J-Mo open over the middle. That's a first down for Detroit. And the Lions are in the red zone. 9 minutes to go in Super Bowl 59. And the Lions continue to motor down on offense. Here's Montgomery up the middle. Frank Ragnow. Great block, but the ball is on the ground again. Are we sure about that one? Oh no.
They heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field.
I don't think so.
They got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that.
I don't believe so. I believe this is going to be challenged.
Now the Cincinnati
or rather reviewed.
what they can do here.
It will be. All right. We're getting the ball back. That certainly felt like to me that he was down.
This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
That's actually quite close.
The ball changes hands. They're going to take a look at this just
Ooh,
to make sure
well, so I think his knee is down at that point. You can't really see it. And the Lions will retain possession of the football.
So that one overturned.
Well, make it 2nd down and 1. Oh, man. Our dreams of a second straight Super Bowl in Lions franchise probably came down to that review. And here's Montgomery, a play later, trying to power through. 1st and goal to the 2-yard line. On a drive where Jared Goff has done next to nothing. It's pretty much been his second half. Blown up, but David Montgomery will walk in. About a minute ago, we thought he had fumbled to cost us this Super Bowl potentially. Now he's in the end zone to really make it difficult for the Cincinnati Bengals to come back here in this one. Their defense right now just cannot stop the run. Well, all we're doing is running the football.
Now for the point after.
Jake Bates, they got pressure off that left edge. Bates kind of got off to a slower start than usual there on that. And that could have been huge too. Jack Fox to send it away. 7.5 to go.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly.
Burrow with Moss to his right. The X Factor still there for Burrow, right on the hip of T. Higgins. One play there at midfield.
Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
This possession means so much for them.
Not exactly ideal. Because it's exactly just like Evo said. I mean, if they're going to score on us here, you want to make it take as much time as possible. So maybe, you know, some more zone defense, try and keep everything in front of us, make them throw short passes, and they run it with Zach Moss. That is a bold call. You see it there, 5th in the NFL in takeaways. We don't have one. In this game, 4 dropped interceptions.
From a couple of
yards does equal time. I know, I just don't know why they would do that. Makes no sense. Gesicki motions out wide. They go over the middle, Jamar Chase. Odd little slant route there. He kind of made the break in his route and then just went straight. It was almost just like a little stutter. We had Lee McNeil across the line of scrimmage. 5.5 to go. And play action. Burrow dumps it off short. Odd catch animation. Hunter Renfrow. And that winds up being a huge gainer inside the red zone to the 17. That's a tough one to defend. 5 minutes to go. No Hutchinson in the game. Burrow to throw, knocked away by Riggs. Did they change buttons or something? I've swatted away so many footballs today. Pick it off. Hutch back in the game on 2nd and 10. From the 17-yard line, it's Burrow again. The ball is out. It is picked up by Detroit. Oh, my goodness, Cincinnati. Oh, no. Hutch to the sideline for a play. Designed run for Burrow, and Hutch forces the fumble.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a
that is unbelievable.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for.
It is now a do or die moment for this Cincinnati defense, trying to stop the Detroit running game that they have not been able to do in this second half. Shoe clock is the obvious decision here on the play. That was an 8-yard game, or an 8-yard gain rather, to the 30-yard line. Here's Gibbs, but they send pressure backwards 2 yards, and that is going to force, I think, us to throw the football here. I think that's the smartest thing to do. Hopefully keep this drive moving along. If not, you still got a 2-score lead. Oh, what was that throw from Jared Goff? You know what this ball was intended for? I'll give you a guess. Let's get rid of the depth of field there. There's 3 Lions here. You know who this ball was intended for? The one arguably farthest away from it. Amon-Ra St. Brown was who I threw to. And he dirted that shit. What the? Oh, my God.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
Jack Fox going to boot it. Certainly going to make, at the very least, for an interesting finish. What a play on special teams. Kindle Vildor. Woo!
Defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Oh, that's bad. It's the Super Bowl. He's staying. There's 3 minutes to go.
Lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Long field for Cincinnati. They ran it with Burrow again.
And he'll run straight
for no gain.
At the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Cincy, what are you doing?
Here's Burrow.
Burrow back to pass this time. Hutchinson running him down, and down he goes. What a disastrous series for the Bengals. Down 10, and you call quarterback draw. It's 3rd and 24. Burrow's got to get it in the air. He does. Jamar Chase for 15. 4th down and 9. They can still get this. Burrow launching deep, looking for Jamar Chase, and it's swatted away. Terry and Arnold. Turnover on downs already inside of field goal range. It's not quite GG yet. We do need at least a 1st down. Possibly more. Here's Gibbs. Popped hard. Lucky he was able to hang on to that. Timeout is taken by Cincinnati.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw.
I think they run that same play they ran there on 4th down twice instead of QB draw. That's got to be it. Gibbs, first down, possibly more, dancing around down to the 4-yard line.
First down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
That does appear like that is going to do it. Cincinnati's certainly going to try, or at least do their interpretation of trying. If they get the ball back here, Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle. No! Not a touchdown for the Lions, which does mean that it's not rubbing it in right here. If we do score, we can't kneel this down and get it to the end. So Jahmyr Gibbs, 2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to end it, not gonna be the case. Since he sent everybody to do what they can to save their season. 3rd and goal. Here's Gibbs. They got pressure again, and we're not gonna get it. So since he is going to get this ball back, but they're going to be down 13 points, assuming that we do not miss a 21-yard field goal. Slightly longer than an old extra point. Jake Bates, up and good. That'll, in theory, complete his perfect game. Now, we left Cincy a little bit more time than we had to, but up 13, 32 seconds, no timeouts for the Bengals. Yeah, I can't really see a path back. On the return, one last Hail Mary for Cincinnati, 28 seconds remaining. 15-2 in the regular season, NFC North champions. The 1 seed for the 2nd straight year. Our 2 losses coming to rather bizarre opponents, which is why every game, I mean, this wasn't exactly like Michigan in a way. You know, it always kind of felt like something could happen at any time. Burrow pumps, throws, another dropped interception. Jack Campbell that time. I mean, our losses coming to the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts this season. Some bizarre ones. 24 seconds to go. Burrow back to throw again. Burrow gonna scramble. Runs into his own man and is sacked by DJ Reader. Final play of the Super Bowl, potentially right here. Burrow scrambling around. Down he goes. Reader got him again. And for the 2nd consecutive year in Lions franchise, we have won the Super Bowl.
For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
So a moment to savor here. Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Detroit Lions, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night from New Orleans.
There will come a year again where we do not win the Super Bowl in Lions franchise. But the last 2 have not been that. This team has been too good. We've seen it. We've only lost 5 games in total these last 2 seasons. And again, these ones this year were just some really strange ones. Overtime against Tennessee. Couldn't stop Anthony Richardson to save our lives. And I mean, we couldn't stop Joe Burrow today to save our lives until they got to the red zone. And that's where this game came down to, really, is Cincinnati could not score, couldn't get into the end zone in the first half. You settle for 2 field goals. That was apparently all it really took. And I mean, think about if they just pound those in. We certainly got a game on our hands. The decisions that Cincy makes down the stretch are way different. Didn't need a lot out of Jared Goff today. Jahmyr Gibbs handled the load. I do believe, or at least he should be, Super Bowl MVP. What a way to end it. This right here is a whole lot better than hanging 90 on the Raiders. We at least had a game on our hands, and it does suck a little bit that bizarre AI choices do kind of take the other team out of it a little bit. I have no idea why they got to the fourth quarter all of a sudden since he thought it was a good idea to start calling QB draw with Joe Burrow, but yeah, can't do much about that, unfortunately, as the player, but that's going to wrap it up. We are going to go and take a look at the season recap so we can see who wins Super Bowl MVP, even though we know who it should be, before we wrap up Lions franchise for the 2024 season. So there is our season summary for 2024 for the second consecutive year. We are Super Bowl champions. Ignore the fact that it says one-time Super Bowl champion. We all know. We saw what happened last year, unfortunately. But this year, and actually for once in a Madden Super Bowl, they got the MVP right. Jahmyr Gibbs, well-deserved. Even Madden, most times, likes to give that award to quarterbacks. But and it would have gone to Joe Burrow had the Bengals won this, but that is not the case at all. Jared Goff, I don't even know if he threw for 200 yards. I mean, it was just, once Ja got into the game, it was just a completely different thing. But there is that. So it puts a bow on Lions franchise for 2024. We will see you, of course, back in the fall to do it all over again. And I hate to say this because I hate the Chiefs, but we look for a potential three-peat. We really, really do. There's not really a lot of question in terms of the roster that comes back next year. I really think it's primarily going to be the same, outside of maybe some additions. There's really not a lot of players up for a contract or in a situation where, I don't think that they're going to get traded, at least impact players or anything. So I mean, we could very well do this again, but we'll see what the game is like next year. Of course, there is that too. And we are not done with Madden. We will continue. We still have a Super Bowl to play in building the Rams. I do want to do at least one more Madden rebuild, but we'll see if we get the time to get that started. We still have the Legend of Scott going. Eventually, I would like to bring the Sauce Castillo Road to Glory into Superstar mode here on this channel. Whenever we do get to restarting Sauce Castillo, hopefully that's coming up soon. So we're not done with Madden yet. Just know that. But for Lions franchise, that signs us off until September. But if you're here just because you're a Detroit fan, we do nice. That's real nice out of me. We do Red Wings. We do Tigers franchise. No Pistons, although we are going to be doing a Pistons rebuild series somewhat soon. So if you're here for the Detroit content, either on Twitch or on YouTube, I don't know. I guess you're in the right place. But in terms of the Lions, that's it. That's all. Back-to-back Super Bowl champions.